Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. This is our new moon in Gemini reading for June 4th or 5th, depending on where you are in the world, 2016. The sun is in Gemini and the new moon is in Gemini, so we have the sun and moon on the same page. And we know that with the new moon, it's about our deepest emotions. It's the side of ourselves that we call shadow, the things that I say to face and embrace, the things that are blocking us, the things that are keeping us out of balance. So this time when you do your intentions, maybe you can think about, since it is Gemini, this is the air sign, the intellectual, logical sign, why don't we think about where can we open up a dialogue within ourselves of communication, as Gemini rules communication, thought, thinking. It's always about thinking, talking, speaking. If you know the Gemini energy, it's very chatty, it's always in motion and thought. So here we're going to look at this reading as saying, I'm going to set my intentions, the seeds that I want to grow in my life, but I really want to take a good look at them. Seeing first with what do I want? And the first card that I got is a major arcana, and it's the Lovers card, which, by the way, in the Tarot, the Lovers is Gemini. And it is number 6, it's harmony and balance. For some of you, this does actually mean love, that you need this in your life, that you're wanting this. You feel incomplete without a loving partner. It's the thing that you feel that you need in your life, the missing piece to the puzzle. For some of you, it is talking about something outside of the self with what you need to complete yourself in the physical world, the material things. Maybe it's money that you need to increase your finances. For some of you, it's your health needs to be improved because you feel incomplete as a person. You're not physically feeling balanced and whole. For some of you, with the Lovers card, bringing balance and harmony into a relationship that you have that is already existing, that you're feeling turmoil or strife in, or difficulty and challenges in. So let's look at this as a general reading with the Lovers card. What do I want, Gemini is asking. Well, go into the depths of yourself and really think about that. What is it in your life right now that you feel you need to complete yourself? What choices do you need to make? To really think about this. This is Gemini here, I think, is their ruling motto. And they like to communicate. And this is all about the air, the intellect. And where the planets are, we have both the sun and moon in Gemini. We also have Venus in Gemini. So this is a month that does address the way we feel, how our heart is feeling. And you can apply how your heart is feeling and how your mind is thinking to whatever is going on in your life that is missing. So look at that right now as what do you want that you need to complete your life right now? What is the missing piece of your puzzle? These are the things you need to think about and talk about. But we are talking about making the best choices here with the Lovers card. It isn't just about choosing, it is about choosing wisely. Now, what do I do to get this? Okay, remember we are planting seeds, intentions. Now we have this card here that's talking about things are still clouded here. We have the full moon blocked by clouds. Now the full moon is when we want to harvest this. So we do know what the mind is still clouded. We could see that. And you're feeling a little bit blinded. So this is your mental aspect. Things are not clear to you. See how the swords are down? I'm saying this is a time that you're not thinking clearly, you're not communicating clearly. So what do you need to do? This is again talking about a choice. This is a duality of a situation. Something is blocking you mentally and deeply in your emotional state. You need to take off the blindfolds and see things for what they really are. This card is talking about going within, trusting your instincts. Because deep inside, if you were to say, close your eyes and let your mind race, and after your mind completely gets rid of all 80,000 thoughts that it's having, and your heartbeat and pulse slows down, and you realize now it's at a calmer place, and you're really not thinking too much of anything in particular, that is when you ask your question of spirit. And the thought that comes to you is the inspired thought. That is the clear thought, the intuitive thought, your higher self thought. Because this card is saying you really do know what to do. You're not trusting yourself. You know what needs to be said, but for some reason you're not saying it. Or maybe there was quarrels and arguments going on. You know, those are very sharp swords, and you could cut someone with your words very deeply and wound them. And even if the relationship or the situation that has gone on, this rift, has caused some wounds, then the wounds have healed. There are still scars left. Okay? Scars don't always heal and go away. So we're talking about here the duality of the situation. You're faced with a choice. And I've been talking to many people right now in tarot readings, and everyone seems like they're vacillating. I have to tell you, with all the mutable energy going on right now, with the mutable Grand Cross that's coming up June 4th and after, we have all of the 4 mutable signs in action right now astronomically and affecting you and pulling at you. So you may feel a tug of war. 1 minute your heart is saying this and your mind is saying that. Or 1 minute you think you've made up your mind crystal clear, this is the clarity, and then you're all clouded in the same day or the moment. So maybe for right now, what you need to do to get this into your life is to really sit and think and contemplate. Talk it with someone. Talk out loud if you even don't have anyone there. Hear your words coming from you. And if possible, keep your thoughts and your words positive. Instead of saying, I don't want, say, I want, I wish I have, or I had in my life this. Thinking positively and putting down the negative thoughts and putting down the sharp words of arguments to clear the air with this person, with this situation, but even within yourself, because you have your own inner battle going on there with your vacillating, mutable energy right now. And by the way, this is going to keep going. This Grand Cross energy, this mutable energy is going to pretty much dominate most of June and most of the year of 2016, because this is that year of endings. So before you can make these decisions, we've had all these retrograde planets calling us to reflect on many aspects of who we are in our life. And then with this vacillating mutable energy flip-flopping us 1 minute to the next, yes, no, I don't know, okay, I'm sure. You're not crazy right now. We're all feeling this energy pulling at us. So be compassionate with yourself right now. Be understanding of what's going on in the planets and what's affecting our Earth energetically and all the species of this planet. So be kind to yourself right now and understand that sometimes a clear-cut decision is not always available. Sometimes you have to go through the growth like you do when you plant seeds, and they have to emerge through the earth through being nurtured and watered and cared for. They go through the struggle to create this beautiful flower or plant. This is pretty much what's going on right now. This mutable energy is causing you to really grow right now, to making the best choices. Now, what's blocking you? The Nine of Wands here, we're talking about, and this is Sagittarian energy too. We have Gemini energy here, and we have the Nine of Wands. With the Sagittarian energy, also very mutable, flip-flop. Now, what's blocking you here? Well, you feel pretty worn down here. Here, our Soldier of Fortune, our Knight, this is male-female energy, has been through many trials, tribulations, battles, struggles, conflicts, competition, challenges, whatever energy that has been draining you. Now, this could be a person is draining you, sucking the living life right out of you. Those vampires that we have in our life that take our life energy and leave us drained and abandoned. Could be a job. It could be an illness. It could be overworking at work. It could be you're overdoing it with your home and family, or home, family, and work. Maybe you have a project you're working on as an artist, to my artist friends, dancers, singers, and it's draining you because you're not getting there, especially with all this energy going here and confusion. Whatever this is in your life, okay, put it into that general reading of the snapshot of who you are. What has been draining you in your life right now? That is what's blocking you. Could it be the energy that you have has been devoted to so many things. It's scattered, just like the air energy is scattered, like the wind is scattered and it's blowing all over the place. The spiritual energy of the wands, like the spiritual warrior that this individual is, talks about that inner light, that inner energy, but it does affect the outer energy. So this is what's blocking you right now, that your energy is being scattered, diverted to many other places and not focused or reined in. Like this card is talking about your mental realm is scattered and energy is everywhere. It's so clouded you can't see clearly. Here this card is saying your energy, your spiritual flame, your fire is being drained from you. Now, the wonderful thing about this card, it's a 9. We know that means this is the end of the situation. So, knowing that this is at the end, all right, what happens? A new beginning. And this card is saying, pause right now and reflect. And we know the new moon, as I tell you, is a time that is most critical phase of the human body. You need to rest. Take some downtime this weekend. If you're working, try and set aside even a half hour to an hour by yourself somewhere in the bathtub, in the woods, at the beach, in the sand, in your garden. Give yourself some alone time to be reflective and to recharge your battery, your spiritual flame, the light inside of you, the exterior part of you, the body that needs that armor, that vessel needs protecting. Take some time to rest, reflect, and recharge that battery. And then with this 9 energy, we're saying this phase will pass because you will have regained the strength you need to continue on for this final endeavor, that whatever it is in your life, with a relationship beginning or ending, with yourself growing spiritually, with your health improvement, with your project you've been working on that you've put so much energy into. It's going to come to fruition. It will bear fruit, but for now, give yourself the time to rest and recharge. Now, what advice from Spirit? This is really appropriate. We have the Fool. The Fool is 0, so we know that it's infinite possibilities. This also ties into our Gemini card with choices, because the Fool does talk about us making proper choices, the best choices. The Fool is Uranus. Now, Uranus is that planet that is sudden change in our life. It's about freedom. It's about anything can happen. You know, suddenly things were going great and then it all went to poop, or things are going lousy and then something wonderful happens out of nowhere and it gets better. So what Spirit is saying, it's time to start anew. The Fool is you and I on the journey. This is us in the Tarot, okay? This is us on our journey. Now, we have everything we need with us. We may not remember it. It is in, let's say, the old decks show the Fool with a wand over his shoulder and a bandana. It is said in the bandana holds all the secrets and the answers and the tools that we need in this life. So with the Fool, we're being told, take a leap of faith. Be cautious. Listen to the voice within. Listen to when Spirit is helping us and guiding us. They're always there. We are always blessed with new opportunities and new beginnings. Spirit wants us to have the best always. You want the best for yourself always. We have this energy with Uranus of sudden change. Make this opportunity that is coming for you in this Gemini new moon and Sun in Gemini a time of great communication, new beginnings, making wise choices in order to get what you want in your life. And know that Spirit is always there to help you to achieve all of your goals. A little bit of a wind there blowing our feather, which is appropriate for the Gemini energy. Well, thank you, Spirit, for this wonderful reading. I hope that you have a beautiful new moon, and remember to plant those seeds for your desires. Have some wind chimes, whirligigs, wind socks, be outside, feel the wind going through your hair and your face as you think of your intentions with all light and love. Thank you again for everyone who's joining and subscribing. I really do appreciate everyone, and I welcome you all to my channel. Thank you for sharing and liking. And remember,